We understand that the negotiations will be tough. We understand the UK has very strong interest. We do have very strong interest. Of course, the more open the labour market in the UK stays, is the better for us.
And if Britain says, look, we'd like to be in the single market, but we can't have free movement, is that possible, do you think?
Well, I think it's not likely to happen, because if you would like to have a total access to free market, you have to give something on the other hand. So, being member of European Union means that you are member of single market, and you provide the others with an approach to your labour markets.
Well, look, Hungary is a country that has its own reservations about immigration. You're having a referendum on the quota deal for the refugees and migrants that are being resettled, or ideally resettled in Europe. How many have you been asked to take as it happens?
Well, under the current circumstances, we were set to accept 1,600 people. But this is not about figures. This is about the overall approach to the migration issue. Our position is that we have to give up policies which inspire people to take the life hazard and come to Europe. Our approach is that we have to bring the help where it is really needed.
I mean, it sounds like you like some European laws, like free movement for your people to emigrate to the UK, which has caused a lot of disruption in the UK, some people would say. But you don't like other European laws which mean people can emigrate to your country. That doesn't seem reasonable.
No. You must not confuse these two things, because free movement of people means that citizens of European Union can move freely around European Union member states. What we don't accept is that there are people who would like to violate our borders. There are European and international regulations how you can cross borders between countries, and during the recent year there were 400,000 people who violated our border, coming from a peaceful country, from Serbia or from Croatia. This is something we are not going to accept.
Okay, well, many would just say rules are rules, and you have to take all the rules or you don't take the rules. But let me just ask you one last one. There's a leaflet in your referendum campaign, a government leaflet, and it tells the Hungarian people, in advocating less migration, that there are several hundred no-go areas in Europe where migrants have taken over and people can't get. I think there are about a dozen, you say, in the UK. Do you believe that claim?
Well, actually, we based these informations on open reports, on official reports given by the polices of the respective countries, from the news and from official reports of the police. There are no-go zones in Europe, and we don't want no-go zones in Hungary for sure.
So you think that there are no-go zones, migrant no-go zones in the UK, a dozen of them, because you marked them, I think, in Peterborough, London, Southampton. So that you've been to the UK, right? I mean, you've been to London, haven't you?
Yeah, of course. I like London a lot, no problem.
Right. And you still believe there are no-go areas in London where you can't go because the migrants have taken over?
Yeah, this is something what we base on official reports.
But this is ridiculous.
And other security agencies.
You can use your eyes. You can use your eyes. It's just ridiculous.
Of course I can. Of course I can. And I usually do.
Yeah, but I mean, did you talk to the British government before you published this about the United Kingdom? It's a slur on the United Kingdom. By the way, an inaccurate slur on the United Kingdom. Did you talk to the British government or even your embassy in London before you published this and distributed it to every...
Yes, of course, we did talk to our embassy in London. We have looked through very carefully the official reports. And to be very honest, after we have published this leaflet, your ambassador serving in Budapest has come to my ministry to say the same claims as you have.
Let's finish. Hungary is basically annoying a lot of other member states. Luxembourg voices the idea that you should be kicked out of the European Union. When you see things like this, distributing literature that is false and defamatory of a nation, lots of nations actually, you can see why other governments just say this country is not playing by the rules that it signed up to when it joined the EU.
We play according to the rules. That's why I think we are under attack, because we play according to the rules of Schengen, we play according to the rules of Dublin. These two rules have been violated by many people many times during the recent months. And surprisingly enough, we have been under attack because of playing according to these rules. We have protected our external Schengen border with a fence that took a lot of money, a lot of human resources, but this is the way how you protect Schengen zone. We registered the migrants in Hungary according to Dublin regulation, but they left before their asylum procedures would have been carried out. They were the ones to break these regulations. So it is Hungary to play according to European regulations, according to common regulations, and I totally subscribe to those who say that we have to accept these regulations and we have to respect them.
Peter Ziarto, thank you very much for talking to us.